other. So just thank you, first of all, for saying that. Second of all, I can relate to the fact that, I God has given me these talents to be able to sing and to dance and to, entertain, and yes, that's a passion, but without a purpose, it's just a passion and there's no purpose behind it. And so I think what you said there was so profound, because there's so many people who are talented who don't know what to do with their talent because they don't have their purpose, or they're using their talent but it's in almost in vain because they're using it for their own selfish gain. And so I think when you can find your purpose, with your passion, it really can, elevate you to the next level, and really you really can find, fulfillment in that.
Absolutely. And knowing that, like, I think now is the perfect time to find that out, where you're just sitting at home. This is the perfect time to explore your passion, to explore things that, like, you wish you could have done, like sewing. If someone
Mm,
wants to sew, like, go fucking sew, you know? It's like,
mm,
if there's, like, it's like the simplest things of, like, I don't know. I feel like you gotta be there for yourself, and once you love yourself, you have to be there for your community. So start being there for your neighbors. Start helping out your local churches. Start
mm,
helping out. Like, there's so many things that we could do as people to help. And when you help, you know how fulfilled you feel. And like, even just helping someone for a food drive, like I did that a couple months ago, and like when I was in a bad place, and it just like
mm.
brought me out of some shit, you know, and it brings you
Yeah.
back into like a good, a good flow. And I think just people watching, and people just need to feel loved, and people need to feel like they are worth something and not feel
Mm,
like they're worthless, because we all feel like that sometimes. And I don't think people like know that.
mm,
We all feel the same thing. And so I think it's just now it's like we need to be there for people. We need to just start living a life that I feel like everyone deserves. It's hard. I don't know. It's just like it's hard because I see a lot of like things, like see a lot of people in pain. A lot of people hit me up and just like talk the craziest shit. So I'm sure with you too.
mm.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, going back to, and it's just all these little words that, people hear: passion, pain, purpose. Those are three P's. I think you could make a little thing. These are the three P's: passion, pain, and purpose. And find your passion, use your pain, and, find your purpose. And I think for you, you experienced this severe, sickness, which caused you to, you know, kind of come to the end of yourself in a way of like, I'm looking at possibly, death. And a lot of people don't want to look at death. They don't want to face death. They don't want to even they don't want to know that death even exists. They do, but they just push it to the side because they're scared. They don't know what's going to happen next. And so they're living their life for the second and the moment. And things that happen in the second and the moment, oftentimes you wake up in the morning with regret. You know what I mean? And so, I think my with kind of some wisdom that I've acquired over the years of making a lot of dumb mistakes, and, is that, we what is my purpose? Therefore, you have to look at death. You have to look at the fact that we are going to die eventually, and it's a scary thing. And
Yeah.
it's not something that we're trying to scare people, but it's a thought that it forces you to go, because you and I were forced at a young age. Me, because I was doing a lot of drugs, and I was actually so deep into it, and no one really knew that I was, my security was checking my pulse at night to see if I was alive. And so
Yeah.
with that being, and with you with your cancer, um, you know, not knowing whether, you were going to die or not. And that's kind of what you call coming to the end of yourself. And, with that being said, forces you to either give up and just say, well, this is it, I can just, whatever. Or you can say, what was my purpose on this earth? Did I have a purpose? Was there a reason? Or am I just because there's a lot of people who don't believe in a God, or don't believe in, they believe in this is all chance. And as
Yeah.
I look at this, as I look at you, look at this right quick. I'm going to turn this around. You look at the trees, and you look at the sky, and you look at the details of just a leaf, and you look at
Wow.
all that detail right there, and you say to yourself, that was an accident. You look at the lines in your fingers, and you look at all the intricate detail. There's no way that this is a chance, that a bang. It's like shaking up a box of gold, and then a Rolex just pops out
Pops out.
underneath it,
Yeah.
baby. So I think that it's just a reminder to people that we aren't an accident. We do have a purpose, and you know God will reveal himself to you as you keep looking.
Do you remember what you said at church when you spoke? That I have it in my journal actually. Hold on, let me grab it. That one thing that made you like repeat. I think it's on the background of your phone. I don't know if that still is.
Yeah.
Bro, that changed the game for me. I want you to
Ready?
know.
Just say, tell people, because this is some good stuff.
Let me find it in my journal. That was amazing. How's Hales doing? How's the life over there? You guys look like you're living a nice little.
Man, we're so blessed. She's working. She has her passion that she's waking up and tapping into every day. And we both have, what's good about our relationship is we both